welcome to Survivor with Jamie, Jack, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
I am Jamie.
And that's not right, Rome. That's not right,
That's
Rome.
not right, Rome. Oh,
Rome.
shoot.
That's not it, Rome. That's
I
not it,
wanted-
Rome.
Oh, my
Rome.
God.
Rome. No, Rome, buddy. Can we switch out? No? Okay. All right.
How he didn't kick the ever-loving crap out of him. Although, okay, yes, that's right. Can we start this intro again? Because that's not how I wanted to.
Let's do it.
Okay. Hello, my name is Colleen. Oh, no, shoot. I messed it up again.
Okay, you have 3 tries. This is it. Make it count.
Hello and welcome to Survivor with Jamie, Jack, and Colleen. My name is 45.
Hey, yeah, I'm Jamie. I know how to do puzzles.
And I'm Colleen. It's not right, Rome. Rome. Oh, my God. Rome.
It's not a threat. It's not a threat. It's an ultimatum.
Okay, so this was Jay's first time watching this season because he hasn't been home. And I come upstairs and, they're watching the Padre game. And he's just like, the boys are like, guess what happened? Blah, 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 blah. And I didn't care about being spoiled, to be honest. And Jay just goes, that guy Rome, he's a psychopath.
He has some
and it was like,
qualities.
that's the guy that was in our chat.
Yeah,
He has that energy.
He's tracing our addresses, so we got to be nice.
Yeah.
I'm not threatening you. I'm making an ultimatum.
It's not a threat, guys.
Not a threat. It's an ultimatum.
Yes, but good times, everyone. Good times. We're back. I don't have a migraine this week, so this should be a lot better.
That is good news.
But is that the first time someone failed to get one puzzle piece?
Yes.
I mean,
I can remember, yes.
How do you not get one?
Yeah, Jeff pointed it out when he said, and just like that, it looks exactly the way it did when we started.
Shady bitchy Jeff is always the best, right?
I said,
I know my favorite.
I thought Rome. I said, was there a clip I missed of him saying we're going to throw the challenge?
It did seem like he was throwing. Like, are you really sure you want Saul going home that badly?
Yeah, Jerry, my other father-in-law is here, and he kept asking, like, are you sure he didn't just throw this challenge? And I was like, I don't think so. He's the kind of person I think that would throw a challenge and then go back to camp and brag about it.
That's true.
True, yeah.
He would say so.
Yeah. Anyway,
at least in confessional, right?
Yes. No, I think he would go back in general.
Because you could see on Saul's face, he's like, I'm going home, and this guy can't put a puzzle together. Not even a piece.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
And then he goes, yeah, and I like Rome. We're just not puzzle people.
Uh-huh.
And okay, like he didn't sell himself well either when he's all like, oh, we just did so well at the beginning of this challenge. So you're saying it's you.
Yeah.
Because Saul was carrying you through the challenge.
Yes.
So
Saul is awesome.
Yeah, I had no idea that I was gonna like really root for him this whole
I am like all on Team Saul right now. I regret picking Teeny last week, but it was the migraine talking. Okay, it was so after we hung up, it was not great.
You nearly met your maker, right?
No,
Have we talked about that Teeny has patches on her pants too?
I love it.
She does. She's
but
very
yes,
catchy.
as Russ says in the chat, Soul is unintentionally hilarious.
Yeah.
He truly is. Like I'm a big fan. I'm all on Team Saul now.
He is, and the fact that he didn't turn around and deck Rome when he was following him shows that he has a strong constitution for BS.
I said that too. I was like,
well, you can't hit another opponent.
No.
Yeah.
No, you cannot. But man, I mean, could you just, you
can spit on him, but you can't.
Oh, deep cut
just once for 9 days. Just once in 9 days.
But I like how he goes, I'm not used to people his size picking on me. Something like that. I'm like going, I love it. Saul's pretty, he's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Pretty solid.
Yeah, solid. I
Uh,
do adore the eye contact that we got from Teeny when all of this was happening. Just looking at the camera, like she knows the audience is like, "Oh my god!" It was pretty great. It was.
I mean, that's just so childish following someone around like that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. The whole
And,
thing
and,
was
and to
just
be in his space like
incredibly.
that, I was like, oh my God.
Is very antagonizing.
And then
I
I don't know if he realized that's why he apologized,
no, he apologized to him because he wanted his vote to go on Keyshawn.
Yeah.
Well, I did share a tweet in that moment that said that his apology was lesser than Sam's freestyle rapping.
Oh lordy! And to open the episode with that, open that.
That was a treat, right? That was a treat.
It just didn't make sense. Like there was no real beat.
I don't know why it was happening.
I will just say that
maybe he was trying to chase his on-island girlfriend away or something. I don't know.
Something was going on there.
Yeah, you just like, maybe I shouldn't say this or not. Shandy will text me if I shouldn't say this, or Judy's in the chat. But I think there's a reason why people that look like Sam should not be rapping.
It's a general rule of thumb. Yeah.
My career was cut short.
Yours, yeah. You were no
Just
Eminem.
saying. No,
you didn't have it. You did not have the gift.
I wasn't even peanut Eminem, so it's like,
Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
Oh, it's better than your joke.
Yeah. Oh, you know why? Mine was better in my head before I started prefacing, like maybe I shouldn't say this, and then I kind of forgot what the one-liner was.
Derailed the joke from the get-go.
The AC does not work down here, so it is sweater weather upstairs, but it is tank top weather downstairs.
I do have a few notes here about that conversation with the rapping, about how it was really, it's kind of funny because they're all like, yeah, Sam, that's so good, Sam. And it was literally like watching the way to chop open the coconut, Andy.
Yeah, those girls are really,
you're such a man.
They're pulling their weight with all the fake fawning.
That's good. It's good. You got to be careful though, because your fake assumed girlfriend.
And Sam goes, "You faked it with me. You faked it."
Okay. Do we want to talk about Yellow?
The Seinfeld episode. Sorry.
Oh no, I know. Do we want to talk about Yellow or do we want to finish up Red?
No, okay. Finish up Red.
Finish up Red. Do we think Keyshawn was the right vote? I guess for Rome, he was the right vote.
He was the right vote for me.
He was. You did pick him. Mm-hmm. Oh man! All right.
So I thought it was the right vote.
I think that it was the right vote for interesting gameplay that we don't get very often anymore in Survivor. I think it was not necessarily the right vote for Genevieve, but definitely the right move for her resume. And I was really disappointed that it wasn't Rome, because by the end of the episode, I was with Saul.
By the end of the episode, you were with Saul?
Well, I wanted him to go. I wanted him to leave. Yes.
You wanted Saul to leave?
No.
Oh, Rome.
No. Rome.
I was really excited. I thought, okay, you know what? This is a pretty good plan that they put together. And what a tasty blindside. This guy that's got advantages, and he's just so headstrong. He doesn't see that it's coming.
Blindside, yeah.
Yeah, but it was still a good blindside.
It was a good plan, but I think it was too early.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed. But isn't it funny that we had no Genevieve left episode, and then she flies in with this like massive move in this episode?
Yes.
Even Keyshawn, we hadn't seen much of him.
Not really.
No.
And
it's been all Teeny and Rome on that. Well, in Asia.
I just thought I said, oh, he's overplaying his hand. I said, he was sitting back in the back. I mean, there's no reason to make a big move right now. You don't have to. And you're going against Rome, who I just thought it was too soon.
He's sort of like Tony, right? He's like, I have these advantages and I'll play it. And he's not even making up advantages like Tony did. What was it? The Super Idol?
Yeah.
But
wait, hold on. Let me finish that.
Okay, yeah.
So, he's definitely, people like that they're bulldozing personalities, right? Like,
you want to get out of their way.
Right. They generally get what they want because they just don't take no for an answer and they're not subtle about it. And you're like, path of least resistance. But
and they
I
put
think
their
that
target on you if you speak up at all.
I think Keyshawn's biggest problem was telling Genevieve because
yeah.
even in all of her exit interviews, Asia was like, there was no way I was going to separate Genevieve and Rome. There was no way. They were up in the, she said she woke up in the middle of the night and like would hear them whispering to each other. Like there was no way she was splitting it up. So Keyshawn just read the room completely incorrectly when it came to going to Genevieve. Now, of course, he couldn't go to Teenie because she was on the island, but who was left? Soul. Like Soul would have kept that quiet, right?
Yep.
Like, so maybe keep it quiet and then wait till Teenie gets back. Now, then he was screwed because Teenie didn't have a vote. But regardless, which absolutely insane to give up. I don't know, whatever. Like when you're going to tribal, I would have been like, then fine, I'll call your bluff. We'll all lose our votes tonight.
Yeah.
Well, they made it look like Caroline was going to say it.
Caroline should have. Her tribe isn't.
Was going
she's
to also.
Caroline's in the best position out of all of them, and like the strongest tribe.
I have a question, Colleen. Then okay, so you're
Caroline.
Do you think that it was? Because this is, I was sort of pondering what you were saying, but then on the other hand, I'm also kind of thinking like. We know that Genevieve was close, especially due to like Asia's exit interviews when she's talking about it. But the way that we saw in our edited story is what triggered Genevieve to jump ship was because she found out that her name was the one brought up as the replacement or the fake nomination. Would it have been? Do you think it would have ended better for him if he would have gone to her and say? Not Teenie, but just would have gone to her and say, hey, we got to come up with a replacement name to tell Saul if this is going to work. Who do we say?
Yeah.
It's going to be?
I don't know. I think I feel like she might have always gone back home. She might have
like maybe she just used it as a throw off excuse to do what she was going to do anyway.
You see it every season where people, we're going to bring up your name, or it never ends well.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, every season, especially when you don't tell the person. And then, he should, like you said, he should have at least went to her and said, hey, I came up with this idea, kind of throwing your name around. Would you be okay with that? Yeah. But to have Rome tell her.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You could tell she was pissed. And it was like.
He delivered it. But it's funny because the entire time they never actually had to say that Genevieve was the target.
Yeah.
Because they literally just said, oh, this is what we're going to do. And Saul was like, okay, cool, I'm on board.
They just kept Saul as the target. That was the safest play for them.
Yep.
We got to get rid of his shot in the dark. Again, it doesn't seem like it's that big a deal. No. I mean, it just,
especially if you give him the ultimatum that you will take it.
Yeah. I'm just like, I would have said, take it.
So
take my vote. I don't care.
I gotta say then, major kudos to Rome because he was able to help move some pieces around where he totally blew a challenge, is still there, still has his advantages, didn't have to use them even after threatening, changed who he was voting for, and still has the upper hand in the entire situation. Didn't lose a single alliance member.
No.
So good job. Stop following people. It's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing. Oh, hello. We love you too.
Yeah, I don't know.
I keep forgetting Jack has control of all these things.
So magic happens.
You're like show up, and I'm like,
which shell is it under? Which shell?
Like the baseball hat game.
Yes. I hate that game.
Everybody should. It's mean.
All right. Anyway, so yes, I guess Keyshawn was the vote that made the most sense. Although they also could have picked off Teenie too. She's lucky that she's got to be scrambling that she's on the chopping block next. Do you think there'll be a tribe switch soon?
Oh, we've lost 4 so far.
We've lost 4.
So
we're not at merge territory yet.
We're getting close, I think.
That's why I say Keyshawn should have just waited until the swap. I wouldn't make a big move until
Yeah.
the swap, because
Well,
again, you
so
could
must
make that big move, and then you
Yeah.
draw the wrong rock, whatever it is, and you're on a tribe with 3 people that are together, and you're the lone person. So
Yeah, Saul must be just a solid dude in real life. If now 2 players in a row are willing to risk putting their game on the line and going home to keep him in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's a strong. He's physically strong, so
Yeah,
he's good in the
done
challenges.
well.
Sure, but as long as Rome is still there, you're.
Maybe next week they
That's
start
true.
working together. Who knows?
I don't know. If somebody threatened me, I mean, gave me an ultimatum. I don't know.
It's tough, right? Because it kind of like Rome seems to think that his apology was good enough in order to make that happen. And maybe it might, until a merge situation, then he might be the first person he goes after.
I wonder if Genevieve did some finessing there, because we saw that she was going in for it.
We didn't see it, but I'm sure she said, "Look, you got to
will keep your you'll keep your vote, and he won't vote for you if you do Keyshawn."
So does this? Do you okay? Let's say he does. Does that put Teeny on the lowest? Is she?
100%.
She's the lowest now.
Yeah, 100%.
And I got so confused on that idol thing. I was like going, okay, I
the 3-person idol, the amulet idol.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there. Okay. Let's talk about the Blue Tribe real quick, because the Blue Tribe got like 1 scene.
Yeah. I don't even know if I wrote it down. Oh, tell
me that you're not going to tribal council without telling me that they're not going to tribal council.
You don't need to show up. You don't need to show up.
They did nothing interesting in 2 days. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess Gabe and Caroline were both crying. Not Gabe. I'm sorry. Kyle and Carol. Nope. Whoo. Let's start that sentence again.
You're a few Survivor podcasts, a few seasons behind.
Woo. Yeah, right. Kyle and Sue had their little cry sessions.
Yeah, but we also did have Sue looking for a new hidden beware advantage.
Yes! Oh my God, that was so freaking funny. He did not play that off well at all, and it was hilarious.
I had a
it's the worst time ever.
And what's the deal with why do they keep using drinking water? Put my dirty fingers in there, and I'm washing off with the dirty. There's a whole ocean of water. Go in the ocean, and it'll wash it.
Oh, but man, isn't that great? Isn't that a great twist? We have never seen it before, so she had no way to prepare for that to happen. Like,
here's an idea: get a stick and flip the thing out, and just walk away from the blood scene without any blood on your hands. I mean, she had blood on her.
Just like no idea.
Did you cut yourself? I bit my tongue.
Like, I don't know.
With a machete.
Yeah, with a machete. Like,
and it all leaked into the water. So we might want to boil it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was
insane. Okay, that was so funny though. I laughed so hard. So just
I forgot about the previews for the blood scene.
Yeah,
I love it. Right.
You know, the symbolism of all of it, getting caught red-handed and like I'm thinking, like, what could you do? Like, this has never been done before. So how could you use this differently? Like, how would you do that? Like you said, you get the stick, you can walk away from, be like, I have no idea what this is when someone first comes across it. Or like if you had some kind of vessel or something, you could scoop that paint in and be like, they left us paint for our sign. Because you always see them painting their signs and stuff. I don't know. What would you do?
Was sand in it?
Well, she does have a tendency of falling and getting mortally wounded.
Yeah, I was just like going, man, for a 45-year-old, she didn't think very quick on her feet.
Yeah, 45. Dang right, girl. You are 45.
You're as young as you feel. Right?
You got it. She's a badass pilot. It makes you younger.
Yeah. Nobody knows how tough I am.
She's just standing there with all this blood on her.
And she's got her hands hidden and stuff like that. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay.
Well, that was actually the title of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
There will be blood?
Blood in your hair.
Oh, okay. Blood
yes,
in
there's blood in your hair.
Because she did have it in her hair too.
Everywhere.
Use your hair to stop the
And I can't believe that not one person was like, I wonder if she found an idol. Or just,
I think Tiana might be on to be like, something is up. Like, this is weird.
Obviously, something's up because if it's not blood, it's paint.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Also, a hard 45 years, as Judy points out. Yes. Okay. So she's super proud of herself for convincing them all that she's 45 when she's really 58.
That's right.
I mean, why not just say you're 58? Why not just say you're 58?
Right. Like,
why did Sam think he was 20 instead of 19?
Oh yeah, stupid. But like, I don't understand what are you trying to do? Because wasn't she talking about being a grandma?
Yeah, she said she did. Yeah.
So that's like some Lauren Boebert math right there. Like,
yeah, to me, if you're athletic and it's still at 58. That's more impressive than saying why say I don't get. I can see where you're saying I'm 20 instead of 19 because in your head 19 sounds like a kid.
19's a teen. Yeah, it sounds like a teenager.
But when you say 20, oh, he's a young adult.
Yeah,
in your mind,
right?
But to say I don't get there was no. I didn't see the advantage to say you were 45 instead of 58.
I didn't why see not either. Even just like, a nice rounded off 55.
Right. Yeah. Does she not want somebody to know that she's a pilot? Because honey, 45-year-olds can be pilots too. I
looks great for 58. Yeah.
I know a certain listener who's going to be listening to this later who's going to pipe in with something, so I'm going to do him the favor and pipe in with it.
Are we talking about David Gott?
Yes.
Okay.
Was
he evacuated? I guess I should have asked if he was okay in the hurricane. I'm a bad friend.
I think he's all right. I'm still getting messages from him, so unless I'm being haunted, which is always a possibility.
I'm gonna text him while we're talking and make sure
he sounds like someone that has a bunker. So I'm
a bus underground.
He has probably like 50 years of supply of food ready and stuff like that. So
that's good. Yeah. The maybe she is lying about her age because she's one of those who feel that there's a strong case for ageism in shows like Survivor.
I think it is if you're not physically strong, and she seems like she does okay in the challenge.
Yeah. Or if you're not on the winning team.
Yeah, she's terrible with a machete.
She's terrible with the machete, yes.
Yeah,
and apparently chewing. You can't chew without biting herself.
Yeah.
Which did she ever think that they might be like, hey, why isn't there blood coming out, like, dripping out of your mouth?
Holy moly.
Like, that's how blood in the mouth works. My son lost his first tooth this morning, and there was blood everywhere, and it was
there will be blood.
Tooth.
I'm telling you, there's. Some people aren't really good at thinking on their toes when it comes to being dishonest.
She was not good. She was not. She's too honest a person. She must be too honest a person. Like straight shooter.
Or to be fair,
people have a hard time with that. Yes.
It's been 8 days out there now.
She's probably a little hungry, a little
9 days. They're not there because I think it's 9 days because they said something about the chickens, and I said, maybe she's just tired. She is older. It's
45. We get tired real easy, and I'm only 40.
It does. But I'm just saying, but man, those are too bad. Like I said, who would have known there would have been paint coming out of the when you dropped it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
But again, there's a whole ass ocean there.
Yeah. Again, don't stay by the drinking water people are going to come to.
Wasn't there someone else who did that too? And they like.
Well, there was someone that was what's his name? Rome was reaching into the well.
Yeah, well, now we all thought that was really gross the first episode, but like now that we see Rome on episode 4, we're all like, yeah, that makes sense that he would do that.
Yeah, I mean, again, you could have literally said, okay, I'm just gonna cover it with some sand or something. She was dragging it all over the place and it's spending too much time and then just run to the ocean.
Yes.
Yeah. I've got to go potty. I'm 45. I can't.
Or just be like, I am a woman who is premenstrual. I need to run to the ocean real quick. That's why I'm all red.
Girl problems. You don't want to be over here.
Premenopausal, rather. Yes. Like,
you don't want to be over here. You don't want to look.
That's why she should have lied about her age.
Leave me alone. I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think she hurt her game today, or tonight.
I think she did too. I don't know. She has a pretty solid alliance though. Like Caroline and Gabe seem to really be taken with her. So I don't know if I think all she has to do is show them what it was. And she
I think if
that
Gabe
alliance,
finds out, like if she actually offers that information to Gabe, I think she's okay.
Yeah. I think she was right at the beginning. She didn't want to tell anybody that.
Right.
Of
course.
The idol was so well hidden.
Yeah.
The idol, the note, I was just like, how did she find that? I can't believe it's sticking out of the tree like that. I said,
yeah.
Big neon sign with red paint.
Judy said, I thought she was going to cut herself. No, Rome would have cut himself.
Gotta make them believe it.
And he would have said, we all cut ourselves.
Or maybe Andy would have.
We're all terrible with the machete.
Yeah. I don't know.
Costanza?
Like Andy would have gone back. Like Andy would have been caught sitting there with all the paint, or he would have just come in and said, "Look what I found, everybody."
I don't know.
He would have taken the paint, put it all over his face, and
we were so robbed of getting to see a moment of John Lovett with red paint all over him.
Oh my god! Right.
So funny. Anyway,
so now in the future, when you cut one down, you need to hold the rope, right?
Yep.
And
lower
it really slow, because obviously,
they're going to use it again, and it's going to be, I mean, like it, now that we know it's there, I guess this season, I'm sure there's a similar one that another tribe will probably run into.
Yeah.
So we might get to see.
I do like that they're doing different. I do like they're doing different things with the idol now.
Yeah.
It's not just, hey, I found an idol,
Yeah. Got to work for it a little.
It's making it a little hard. I mean, the map was pretty clear though. I don't know how I'm going to find it.
The Lego map.
Sign. Here.
They look like the little Lego treasure maps.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Put the A piece in with the B piece.
There you go. Easy. You got this. 3 years old and up. Paint is non-toxic.
I'm 45. I'm not 3. Let's don't go.
Well, she is. She's rounding in at 4. She's that young. She's so young.
But yeah, as far as that's really the only thing that we saw from the Blue Tribe this go around was it was all about Sue, which means Sue is either going pretty far or she's going to flame out quickly. I think she's going pretty far though. I
hope so.
She's your winner's pick. Yep. All right. Moving over to the Yellow Tribe. This tribe truly is the Gen Z, the TikTok tribe here. So much damn drama.
I know it is. It is. I laughed so hard at Sierra, like this whole episode. Anything with her was cracking me up. So
yes, go for it.
One, we found out that Sierra loves winery chickens, specifically chicken.
But you know what? Isn't she the first one said
winery she goes to, and she protects those chickens?
But didn't she say, "I hear chickens," or is it a bear, or is it? I mean, it just went from she guessed chickens, and and then she goes to this whole thing. I go, is it a leopard? I mean, whatever I've said she's naming. I go, oh yeah, it was chickens, and then we find out she's a big chicken fan. I go, well, why would you think it wasn't after you said chickens? Why were you saying something else? Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
She's an interesting cat. She had me laughing. Her whole conversation with Sam, where it's all like, oh my god, why do they think we're a couple? That's so weird, right? That's so weird. I'm not gonna let it get in my head as she talks about it for 5 more minutes.
Yeah, and we talk with other people.
I have an asterisk that says, she did, in fact, let it get into her head.
Narrator. You just need Ron Howard's voice doing it.
Yes. It's just like, oh, hon, shake it off. Shake it off. We need Charlie over here with some Taylor Swift.
She did make a mistake by not telling what Andy told Sam.
Oh, about the Girls Alliance name.
Yeah, the bed breakers or...
Bread makers?
The bread makers.
Bread winners.
Is that what it is?
I think it's misogynistic that you forgot the name. No, I'm just kidding.
Winners.
I forget my own name, so I think that's okay because I'm not 45 anymore.
No, but you're not 58 either.
Nope, not 58 either. I'm 95.
Are you 60? Are you 59? Are you 60? Shoot, why don't I know this? Did you turn 60 yet?
You break my heart.
I know I should know this. What was
I'm
I at
60,
your,
62.
You are?
Yes. Thanks for keeping track.
Well, I know when Cindy turned 60 because it was during COVID. You don't have a landmark for that. We were 62?
It's not something you really celebrate.
Wait, why didn't we do anything for your 60th birthday?
Because I don't care. I'm on the list.
Did you forget to tell us you were turning 60?
What? I don't keep it. I don't keep it a secret. I don't care. See, I don't care anymore. I haven't cared about a birthday since I was 21.
Okay, well.
I mean, you didn't even celebrate that much at 25 when your insurance premium lowered.
Well, that was bullshit. I'm sorry. Sorry, wrong podcast. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I stand by.
It didn't go down. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's too bad. You should have been a better driver. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't have any room to talk.
There's a lot of visual for anybody listening on audio. There's a lot of visual cues going on right now that you're missing. It makes a lot. This silence makes a lot more sense if you're watching this live.
No, anyway, because that's what I was looking forward to turning 25, and I go, how did my insurance go up?
Oh no!
All right, 62, huh? Honestly, when you said it, I thought when I made the joke about 60, not 58, I thought you were 63 because I was going to be like, that was 5 years ago. So I was close. Then I was no, wait.
One more foot in the grave. Get in there.
Just think about what a great party you'll have at 65.
Yeah, because I'll remember now. It's in 3 years. Mm-hmm. In 2027.
Don't make it a surprise party because it's 65. That could be my last day on Earth.
It's a whisper surprise. Yeah. Happy birthday.
What? Did my insurance go down?
No, you'll just see everybody in your house and be like, oh, it's a day that ends in Y. But why is Jay here? No. Oh, surprise.
Yeah, surprise. Hey.
Hey,
let's bring the grandkids over. Okay, thanks. That's great.
Hey, my kids are staying with you next week, Monday through Wednesday.
That's what I asked. And Cindy goes, I don't know. I go, okay.
Yes, so Jay's doing our panel at New York Comic Con.
Okay.
We are flying up Thursday afternoon because it was $200 cheaper for us to do that than Friday.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yes. So I was like, well, we're going a day early.
So you're taking the kids Wednesday and then they're going to New York.
Yes, but so Shandy is officially moving on Saturday to Monterey. So I'm going to, this is all a broadcast episode.
She's leaving
Fayetteville. Yes, she got reassigned by the military back to Monterey. So she's been out there, but Frank is still here, but his work ends I think this upcoming Friday. So they're going officially leaving and clearing out their house on Saturday. So I'm going to go visit her to say goodbye in Fayetteville on Wednesday. So I will probably just swing by on my way back to get them. Is it okay if it's like 6:00 at night? I'm going to try to leave earlier because of traffic, but
that is fine.
Is it okay if it's like 7:30 at night? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was thinking, I don't see why not.
If they each get their own bag of pixie sticks before we drop them off, like a box of Sweet Tarts, maybe a Snickers bar.
Hey, Jamie, go F yourself. Okay, so.
Hey, I just wanted to point out that this is if you're new to our Survivor Talk, this is the 5 minutes of family talk.
Coffee. This is a pre-grandparent visit cup of coffee. Enjoy it. You know.
We got plenty of candy here.
Okay, cool. So back to the Yellow Tribe. So Sierra doesn't want everybody to think that she is dating what's his face.
Yeah, if they try to be fair, freestyle, you never want that. Like that's
I know. She's like, ooh, this isn't gonna look good for my image. This is not a Whitney and Keith situation from.
I think as a player,
One World,
that's a smart move, though.
Yeah.
No, it is because then she's seen as a threat. They got to break up that pair.
But once you're labeled, though.
Yeah. Which is also crazy that people picked up on that when they're only around the other tribes for the challenges.
Yeah. Also, can we just maybe think that, maybe people aren't thinking that much about it, and it was like a 3-second conversation that was,
Well, if you go back and watch it, they do walk into the challenge hand in hand. So, the challenge.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
That hand holding, that'll do it.
And they're making out behind the trees. So, before the challenge takes place.
They're leaving clues. Yeah.
And Sue said, "What about me? I'm only 45."
Wait for me, 45-year-old coming in. I don't know. Maybe it's a big deal if they can, if the tribe was merged and then they got wind that somebody thinks they're a couple, then that would be really dangerous. But
at this point, how can you? I mean, they are playing together, so. Yeah, I mean, I think they're screwed. If it's out there, I think they're screwed either way. They're going to have to. One of them's going to have to vote the other one off.
Also, the fact that their third wheel is Andy might screw them too. So.
That's very true. I think that Sam will go before Sierra.
Yeah.
Because I think Andy will side. I think it'll be hard for Andy, but ultimately, I think he would side with Sierra because Sierra has that little 3-way relationship with the girls.
Yeah, and you know what? He did not offer Sam his shot in the dark that he kept losing.
That's a good point. Yeah. Which I didn't realize until last week. We talked about this. I think my head hurts so bad, though. I can't even remember what we talked about last week. That you can give away your shot in the dark. Is the first time that this has been used as collateral?
That's what I mean. I don't remember that ever.
I thought someone did offer it before.
Maybe.
Okay. I mean, last season, I seem to remember it.
But it is interesting because I feel like this is the first time we actually saw the shot in the dark, like when it wasn't, not like when it was in play, like actually got to see it. So it's a dice, it looks like a die or something. Because originally, wasn't it like 3 boxes? Yeah, originally it was like 3 boxes and you had to pick which box because we had talked about, well, that hardly seems fair if they don't open the other boxes.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, they're in your bag and you can lose them. Apparently.
So you can offer someone a handful of sand or a shot in the dark, and they both have the same value.
Yes. Also, why did they not just hold it up? Well, it's Andy, and this is how they treat Andy. Again, this goes back to I don't really like some of the behavior where it's in the dark or the shot in the dark is in the sand, and rather than say, "Hey, Andy," they just throw it back in the sand. So then Sam has to say, "Hey, your shot in the dark's laying over there, but you can't let them know that I told you."
I mean, it doesn't. Just put it back in his bag.
Just toss it. Yeah, it was weird. It was high school. They're closer to high school than the other tribes.
Yes, that's a good point.
So yeah,
but they are like actually closer to high school. But then that brings us back to the blue tribe, like. If you're telling people that you're 45 instead of 58, like what is the age group of everybody else on that blue tribe? Are they all like under 30?
I don't feel like they all are. I don't know. I don't have.
I didn't understand it.
I know.
That's why I wish sometimes they would have an explanation. I don't know.
Yes. Well, that's what the confessionals are for.
Yeah, but she didn't really say anything, did she?
No, she just wanted to be like, strong, blah, blah, blah. And
but again, I'm more impressed if you're that strong in 58.
Same.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Yes. Yeah, especially when the ocean brings you Gabe.
You say like you're 54 or something like that. I didn't get it, but that's okay.
Keep it in the 50s. Why not?
Is there anything else about the yellow tribe that we need to address? Rachel thinks it's going great, right? Sierra and Sam they've got cracks. There's trouble in Lover's Paradise.
Yeah.
They were great. They were great on the puzzle in the challenge.
Yes. Yes.
That was some masterful puzzle putting together. Like kudos to them, right? No, it was the blue tribe that. No, it was that tribe.
Yellow one.
Yellow.
It was theirs.
It was really great.
But I mean, and then to be fair, one third of their competition wasn't so great. So made them look better.
It definitely puts less pressure on you when you see somebody didn't have a piece yet.
He's sitting there. He's literally sitting there like a toddler on the floor going,
That's not it, Rome.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
I kept waiting for it to break out. You know that thing that's got like it's like a pole type thing, a little yellow thing, and you put the different color rings on it.
Oh yes.
Maybe let Rome try that next. That might be.
Wait, through the puzzle making, yes.
Yeah, because that's how he was sitting like a toddler. I mean, it's like going, why are you just sitting like, okay, you're the only. What good is it for her to give you pieces if she can't see?
Yeah, and that pile was bigger than him sitting on the ground. That was a big stack.
To be fair, that is a hard puzzle because I have tried the at-home version of that. Mm-hmm. It's hard. It's really tough.
Hard, but the way he was attempting to do it didn't make sense. They both should have. Okay, here's because once you get a couple pieces in there, at least you have a chance.
Well, the key is to look at the color on your piece. If the color on your piece doesn't match the color that's there, that's not the first one you start with.
No. Or if it has a round in and it's got a pointy.
That's true. I bet the ones that have patterns on them are much easier to do. The one that I did was just a solid color one, and it was tough.
Oh my God. Yeah, that would have been a nightmare.
Judy said, why didn't anybody say switch? I thought Saul did say at one point, do you want to swap out?
You want to swap out? You want to swap out? No, I got this.
I cannot wait for that man's confessional on the day that Rome actually goes home.
Yep.
It's going to be mwah, chef's kiss. Okay, last thing that we need to talk about, though, is the Shipwheel Island, which is not a ship anymore, Shipwheel anymore, the adventure or whatever it is, excursion.
The hill.
The field trip.
The death trap.
So, yeah. So they had to, first of all, they start off by sharing gossip from their tribes, which was kind of, I don't know.
I thought it was kind of fun. I liked these three together.
But yeah, I thought it was fun. I like Andy taking the classic, like, ho hum, I'm on the outs.
Nobody likes me.
Well, to be fair, he said it. He said, to everyone, he had only 4 friends, and they all saw him have his.
I was going to say, breakdown. No one's going to argue with him after one day.
So is he on the bottom? We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't had to find out. I think that if they had gone to tribal the second tribal, then he would have been on the bottom.
I agree.
But I think every tribal that goes by and more things happen throughout camp, I think that helps Andy even more.
Plus, I lost track of what I was going to say.
Well, I mean, if you're dropping your lifelines in the sand and kind of look like a fumbling, fool, but if you can get through a challenge, but outside of the challenge, you look like a bumbling fool, well, then you're no threat, right?
Is this an act, though?
No.
Or do you think it's legit? Andy?
I don't think so. I think he's just a little bit, maybe a little bit ditzy, like a little bit kind of not paying attention to things that are important.
He did rip his underwear, and it was harsh.
He totally tore his underwear apart.
Yeah.
Not a great way to start the day.
I just put my pants. I was like going, man, this dude. But I'm rooting for him. I thought I know what I was going to say. I thought it was unusual that all three, the two, Caroline and Teeny, were so quick to say, yeah, they gave too much information. I thought I think that they did too. Like, that was what I was starting this whole question with, was they gave a lot of information. Now, I would just make stuff up.
I guess what it says to me? It says to me when that happens, because you have people that go to these and they stay fairly guarded, or you have one person that gives up all the information. I feel like all 3 of them feel like they're the odd man out in their tribe, that they don't feel comfortable where they're at, whether they are safe or not. Because it's like they kind of came together and they were like, my people, and I'm going to spill the beans.
Yeah. Caroline, she was kind of, played it sort of safe with, there was this bro alliance, because that puts the onus on somebody TK who got voted out.
I mean, also, isn't there always a bro alliance that tracks every season?
And it should, as there should be.
And then as far as the actual thing itself, says the 63-year-old.
The fist pumping 63-year-old. Bless him. Hardly know him.
I think I kudos to Teeny, I guess, for volunteering to lose her vote, but I don't know. I would have forced their hands. I would, because
the problem is you all lose your vote, to me the idol. I was like, wait, I don't get who's getting the idol. We have to vote together and all this different stuff.
So this is the same as the one from.
I know. I was so confused.
Austin's season, 2 seasons ago, where you got stronger with every person that was voted out. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, so really, it's like, okay, we're not working together. We're going to be working against each other because
I want to be the idol survivor, the amulet idol survivor.
Yeah.
Is it the sandwich amulet? Is that what
Yes.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yes. Yeah. And to me, I'm like going, wait, I just risked my whole vote for this, and now they're going to be aiming for me to get me out so they can have the stronger.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yeah. I would have called their bluffs because I would have been like, well, look, guys, I'm going to tribal, so I can't use my vote.
I'm not at camp. I'm going to tribal. I could be. I would have said I'm on the bottom. I need my vote.
It's also a good show of who's a better what's the word,
poker
deal
player.
maker. Poker player, deal maker, who has more of that commanding presence to be like Rome would not have. No. I could see him there, and I could see him being like, well, then we're all going down, you know?
Yep. He would have said, when we merge, I'm voting you 2 people out because I have power. That's not a threat.
That's an ultimatum.
Wait, I got a joke. Hold on. Or as Sam would say, that's an all tomato, which I've never had.
Heirloom tomato, is that different? No.
Okay, sorry.
It's the same thing. I think maybe
that's a joke 40-year-olds make.
Teeny feels like it's gonna hire some goodwill. You're too old for that joke.
We didn't have tomatoes when I was a kid.
Back when I was a kid, nobody ate
tomatoes. But seriously, what did we do when you turned 60?
I don't know.
Why didn't we do anything for you?
Because I don't care. I'm the one that doesn't care. I don't need a party. I don't care.
I mean, I am so. I'm gonna go back and look at my.
Buy me a Fresca. That's all I need.
Go through your tag.
Okay, sorry, Jamie. I know you're.
No, okay. Do you think it is gonna buy? I feel like it could buy Teeny some goodwill from Andy, and I think vice versa. But I think Caroline's like suckers.
Yeah, Caroline was already thinking about a way to get him off.
Yeah,
so
I think she's all like, no.
That's great. We all work together. I'm like going, no.
Yeah. No, big mistake.
Big mistake, you.
Because who knows? They could have also forced if she had her vote, they could have forced something in their tribe too to save Keyshawn. But I guess it was such a blindside that they would have known anyway. But okay. Anything else about this episode? Because I know Jack has another podcast to get to in 17 minutes. Anything else before we move on to our tally the vote section?
I got nothing.
Okay, then let's take a quick break and we'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back.
You guys missed me freestyle. It was so good.
Yeah, you guys missed it.
I kicked out the jam so hard.
She did. She was like, yo, Survivor is cool. And
then no one could understand me after that because my words are so fast.
In the chat, Kimberly says, who dethrones Rome, Sol or Genevieve? I hope it's Sol so bad, but it's probably going to be Genevieve because that's just what I feel like.
She's in control over there now.
Yep.
She is. She really is.
Rome thinks he's in charge, and I think she's going to let him be the shield, and Genevieve's in charge.
Yeah.
Smart gameplay.
We have an email from Shandy real quick.
Shandy? I had water in my mouth.
I looked up alarmed. I was like, where is it? Where did it go?
I was like, oh my God, she's going to be so disappointed that you didn't do the thing.
Shandy. No, I just drank some water, and I know people at home were like, "Call 911! The old guy is dying."
The jokes have become fruition.
Shandy says the email is titled Sam's Food Intake. It's from so it's in regards to last week's episode.
Okay.
She said this is not necessarily feedback, but I just gotta say I didn't see Sam as a picky eater. I just more so saw him as incredibly sheltered. As someone who grew up in Montana and didn't encounter certain foods until college, I could somewhat imagine where he's coming from. But his food stuff is next level. I mean, strawberries.
Pretty big.
And then
He doesn't even like snozberries.
Strawberries.
They taste like schnozberries. And then she finishes, and I learned from listening to RHAP that Rob didn't know what heirloom tomatoes were. Not nearly as bad as Sam, but still blew my mind.
Come on, guys.
Some people know that there's different types of something, but they don't know what they're called.
Sure.
I did have
Like-
you remind me that couldn't they find a bigger place for the chickens to be in than just that little tiny cage thing they have?
Like
I mean, it's. I'm sure there's people from PETA watching this going, "Can we?" I mean, there's no room for them to move.
Well, I
Am I
think
right?
they get out quite frequently.
I love
We always see them wandering around, right?
There was a tweet that was out that said, "It looks like Jeff gave Sia the big screw you." The chickens are back, baby.
You know what? I would eat the chicken, but I couldn't be the one to kill the chicken.
I couldn't. Oh, they're so cute. I couldn't do it.
I don't know if they're cute, but
one of the players, and it might have been Jessica Lewis, I cannot remember, on Twitter said that the chickens never lay enough eggs they never lay eggs, so you might as well just eat them. Is that true?
I think they get an egg once in a while, but I don't think it's as often as what they're
because
hoping.
they're too cooped up. No pun intended.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I'd say no. We're going to eat the chickens before we merge.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah. There's got to be one person on every tribe, though, right? There's gonna be one person that's like, "I'll do it."
That chicken, and I always thought that pulling the feathers off the chicken.
It's a lot of work. Yeah.
That's a lot of work to sit there.
It's a lot of work. You got to be really hungry.
Do you think Rome will kill the chickens? If he had chickens, would Rome kill
100%.
They'd already be dead.
You're like, chicken, come here.
So I want eggs. No, we're having chicken tonight.
That's not an ultimatum.
Look at Soul. It's an ultimatum.
Okay,
all right. You're shot in the dark.
Poor chickens. Oh my god.
Poor chickens. All right, let's move into the tally the votes. Let me pull this up here real quick. Oh, preseason. Okay. As far as Keyshawn, Jamie had him as pre-merge. She's the first person to get a vote in a long time.
I get a point. Oh my god.
Jack and I had him making merge.
Oh man.
And let me just say, if Keyshawn ever hears this, I am truly sorry to see you go, because you said you were adorable in your interview, your introduction, and you were adorable.
Yep.
You are correct.
I enjoyed.
There was
too adorable. Sorry.
Too adorable. There was nothing false sold to us there. I am very sorry to. Yeah. All right. Moving into.
He was hurt by Genevieve, though. He looked at. I trusted you.
I know. I gave you my heart. What's the quote from The Godfather?
You broke my heart.
You broke my heart.
Broke my heart.
He did.
They didn't kiss on the lips, though.
No, and I was kind of wondering if perhaps he was doing that to screw her over with what's his face,
just to let him know where the
Rome.
Yeah,
Rome.
Because he did, and I felt so bad for him because. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of.
I don't know how to screw him over because she went to Rome and told what Keyshawn was doing.
Yeah, I know, and I don't know if Keyshawn, because he didn't know all that. So I don't know if he was trying to just take a shot as she was going out and also make her feel bad.
All right.
Again, they shouldn't be able to say anything. They should just go and get their thank you.
Yeah, but that's not how it works. All right. Jack had Keyshawn going home. He gets a point. Now it's me 0, Jack 3, Jamie 2.
All right. This has been some hard-earned points so far.
Am I going to have some kind of Detroit Tigers run?
You
right?
are.
The Tigers are the ones that had like the crazy run to get into the playoffs.
And the Mets.
Well, yes, but you know.
Well, the Tigers were trading their players away at the All-Star break, so
yeah,
and they got hot.
Will I have a Tigers comeback story here or not?
No.
Who's going home next week, guys? I don't know. This is tough.
I feel like
tough.
It's hard to say because one, we don't have a tribe that's just going to tribal every week.
I know.
So that does make it more difficult.
Yes, remember when I thought that was going to be the yellow tribe, and then it just wasn't.
It wasn't. I feel like just given some of our story arcs this week, I'm debating between Sue and Teeny, and I don't know. Tiana's name was mentioned in the preview, but I don't think she's going home.
I think it's going to be Kyle.
Sweet Kyle, not poor sweet Kyle.
I think it's going to be Kyle. And here's my reasoning behind it. Because I think that A, he's a sweet soul. B, Sue doesn't like him. And she still seems to be in control there. So, yeah.
I feel it's funny that she doesn't like him so much. Because he's to our view, he seems fairly passive and low key. So
he seems great in the challenges, though.
Yeah, he must like look at her like, ugh, God. We don't see it where he's like, God, Sue's the worst.
That's true.
No, when he said, "No way, you're 45." I had 70, but that's okay.
Oh, really? I would have guessed.
Stop it. She doesn't look 70.
I'm not saying she does.
Not us. It's that jerk Kyle. He's got to go.
He's got the potty mouth, not us.
Yeah.
All right. Who
I'm going with Sam.
Ooh, okay.
No rhyme or reason, just throwing it out there.
That's right. He has no rhyme. That's why he's going.
He has no rhyme. That's very true. Or
no
rhythm.
Rhyme, get out.
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. The tribe has spoken.
Keep a beat with that one, boy.
Boy.
Oh my God.
I'm not talented in anything musical either. So, okay. Jamie, who do you think's going? You can't say Annika again.
No, I can't. I know. I've scribbled that off.
Okay.
I don't want it to be true, but let's go with Teeny.
Oh, that makes
I don't
me
want
so
it to be true.
sad.
I don't want it to be
But
true.
yeah. But if she goes home, I get a new winner's pick.
That's true.
She needs a new pair of pants.
I love her clothes. Stop it.
Hers are all filled with holes and covered in patches. It's so bad.
I love her clothes.
You know who else? You know who else has clothes covered in patches?
My husband.
No.
This is matching outfit.
No.
Eminem.
There's a group of people they used to call that had holes in their.
Stop it! Living the life on the rail car.
Yeah. Boxcar Willie.
Okay, somebody's chair is moving around and it sounds like we're farting.
That's my body.
That's your old man chair, your old man.
Creaking.
Oh, here goes my legs.
Creaking with age.
Oh my God, stop it.
Here's my back.
That chair is horrible.
It is horrible.
It needs oil.
All right. Jack has Sam. I have Kyle. Jamie has
oil.
Jamie has Teeny. Let's see if anybody gets any points next week. But on that note, everyone, I have Jack out of here 6 minutes before his next podcast.
That's almost late because I'm sure Jerry's already going, I'm ready.
Where are you?
Well, you know what? The other Jerry is probably like, I'm ready to go to sleep in my room right now, which is where I am. So we're just pissing off Jerry's left and right. No, I'm just kidding.
Jerry's easy to piss off. So
Spark plugs those Jerry's.
No, just kidding. Just kidding. Truly.
I'm not talking about World War II.
Ba-dum-cha. All right.
This is the night of jokes, folks.
We're doing great. All right.
They're old jokes.
However, if you're listening still, or even if you're whatever, go check out Padres Talking Padres. That's where Jack will be talking about. This is either going to be their last YouTube show of the season, or we're going on to YouTube while playing against the Mets.
Keep it going. Yeah.
I got a Dodgers fan house guest right now.
Woo-woo.
There's Dodgers clothing in that suitcase right there that I can see.
Yeah, you can use it as toilet paper.
I can.
If there's a shortage.
No, you don't even need a shortage.
No need a shortage. We're doing a bite-sized episode over at Tally the Votes for just a quick little 20-minute bite-size so that we can cover tonight's episode of Big Brother, and then we'll do a finale episode on Sunday.
Big Brother.
So check out the feed if you're on the Whole Enchilada feed. That will be there. Not Padres Talking Padres. Why don't you guys post that to a feed?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I'm not the producer.
That's true. The producer doesn't have time. I could do it, but the producer hasn't asked me. But I could do it. All right. On that note, everyone, we'll see you next week. I think next week we will be back to our normal Wednesday time. So
it depends on the playoffs.
Depends on the playoffs. That's right.
If there is playoffs.
If there is playoffs. Let's hope that there's playoffs.
Yeah.
We want playoffs. We want playoffs, everybody. Let's go, Padres.
Stretch the season.
Let's go, Padres. Here we go. Let's go, Yankees. Woo! Shandy, Jesus Christ. Wrong podcast. Jamie.
Yes, I also go by Jesus Christ. You can call me either one.
Do you have any baseball teams you want to shout out for the playoffs?
No,
Kansas City.
The Cardinals are not the thing right now, so
fair enough.
Maybe next season. Maybe.
Okay. On that note, everybody, survivorjjc@gmail.com. If you have any feedback, thanks to the patrons, especially the ones that contribute to a certain level, and that'd be Eckhart, Richter, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with the Plan, Ed the creepy poopy head mailman. Did you guys see that Ed's grandson was delivering mail with him? Yeah. I remember when that child was born.
I remember too, I thought that should be a federal offense, but I'm not.
They're underfunded. They're underfunded. They got to do what they got to do.
he gets to be the one that sprays the dog with mace if it comes running at him.
Exactly. All right. On that note, though, guys, we'll see you next week. Pending playoffs. Check for it, though. It will absolutely not be on Thursday next week, though, because I am, like I said, I am traveling to New York. So
big plan.
I will not be available during recording time. So yeah.
And the crowd just cheered.
And the crowd just cheered. So if the Padres are playing next Wednesday, we will record sometime that weekend, probably Sunday, maybe. And if they're not, then we'll see you on Wednesday. But let's hope for
just
Padres.
Watch for updates and like and
watch for updates. All right.
If you like and subscribe, then we'll tell you. You don't even have to tell us.
There you go.
Exactly.
All right. Goodbye for real, though, because Uncle Jerry's very upset that Jack is not over there. My name is Colleen.
I'm Jamie.
I'm Jerry.
Peace out. And I'm 45. Peace out, everybody.
Well, now that I believe.
Bye.
I got to go.